That Order of Lenin that Granin was talking about is the most prestigious award in the Soviet Union. It's given to individuals, organizations, and cities for outstanding achievements in warfare, science, industry, the arts, and various other fields. You could say it's the highest honor the East has to give. You say Granin was involved in the development of the SS-1C. The SS-1C is the Soviets' newest short-range tactical ballistic missile. Based on what Western intel has been able to gather, it's capable of being launched from a mobile platform.
A mobile platform?
Yeah. It's a transport vehicle that functions as an erector and a launcher. It can travel on
That's
road,
what she said.
then erect and launch a missile from any location.
Erect and
Of course,
launch.
in addition to conventional explosives,
Right,
the
anyway,
missiles can also be fitted with chemical or even nuclear warheads.
I really do like SIGINT's calls. They give you a lot of really cool information. But sometimes, you know, I'm a little man-child, and I throw bees and snakes at people, and I take my shirt off and I scream, so then he says erect and launch, and, you know. That was a bit of a Beavis and Butthead kind of a reaction I gave there. You know, I did bring up Johnny Quest earlier. I brought up the original Johnny Quest, but I should have brought up the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest more. In general, because I remember that cartoon kicking ass. That shit's also old as hell. Go to sleep. That was a frame-perfect flub. The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest is noteworthy for a couple things, but it featured Jennifer Hale, Quentin Flynn, and VR. Yeah. In fact, when they started recording for Metal Gear Solid 2... Excuse me? Where even are you? I'm trying to give Johnny Quest in Metal Gear trivia. When they started recording for Metal Gear Solid 2, they directed Quentin Flynn, who of course voices Raiden, basically to voice Raiden as a slightly older version of Johnny. And I think that's really funny. So, you know. It's not just me being old talking about their little jet scooters. There is some real... There is some actual... What?
Freeze.
Actual, legitimate Johnny Quest DNA in this series. All right.
Freeze.
All right. Someone hasn't eaten in so long. Let's check our map here, because I know there's an alternate route. Oh, I guess it's just straight ahead now. But I want to be wary of this guy who hasn't eaten in so long. And I see that little glistening item in the corner there. Do you see that? But I'm cautious now because I keep getting alerts left and right. Oh. I can't use that. He hasn't eaten in so long. Where are you? I don't know where he is, but he hasn't eaten in so long. Huh? I don't see him. All right. I know I just looked at it, but whoops. I will never get my buttons right in this game. Simply just because of how many times they've had to slightly change the controls and controller. Oh my god, it's been the smallest changes, and that is so much more difficult for me to comprehend. My camo's not doing a damn thing for me. That's fine. We're in the next area now. And it's a cutscene. The only time we get cutscenes in this game is when we're actually going to have a boss fight. You know, running into a new area. So far, we're pretty one-to-one for that. I mean, obviously, you know, there are a lot of story cutscenes as well, but a lot of Snake sneaking into a new room after a loading zone. And you know you're going to have a cool-ass boss fight. And here's the end. There's Emma's parrot, except it's not Emma's parrot. It's the same model with a better texture, but it's the same type of parrot, but it is not physically the same parrot. Although, with how the series would get later, I wouldn't be surprised if they retconned it to be that if they had the chance. Anyway, shut up about all that. It's the end. He rules. He's an old man. He loves the forest. He's basically the Lorax? There's a lot of ways to fight this dude. I'm going to fight him like a fucking clown. Spoilers. I'm going to fight him like an absolute dweeb ass. Because I've been doing a bang-up job so far trying to sneak. So let's just continue this. This is, oh, Butterfly. Let's just clown on him. Clowning on Grandpa. It's good to clown on him, though, because in addition to his camo, he'll give us another item if we, fight him in a certain way. Lowercase s, snake. In Japanese, he says hebi, like he's actually calling us a snake. I like that they at least use capitalization for things like Metal Gear and Snake in English to try to, like, you know, to try to make it work. It's not as clear, though, but I still appreciate it. I need a Dr. Seuss style book about the end.
I found that sniper you were talking about.
That's the end. He's a legend.
I am the end. I snipe from the trees. I'll shoot your ass for
What about the forest?
polluting the seas.
I see. Well, that forest is divided into three
I can see
areas,
it.
a
I can
river,
see it.
plateau, and a clearing. He should be lying in wait for you in one of those places.
Sounds like this may take a while.
It'll be a test of endurance. Be careful, though. From what I've heard, the End has an almost supernatural knack for camouflaging himself.
So, whoever moves first loses. This guy's over 100 years old, though, so I should have the advantage in terms of stamina.
What rhymes with being ashamed of your words and deeds? Oh,
that?
man.
I've heard that
Oh.
like a plant.
What is he, some kind of monster?
At risk of constantly making this my catchphrase, we'll get to
So in other
words and
words, he knows
deeds.
it inside out.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Doesn't know you. I'm sure you can beat him.
Don't worry. I intend to.
Alright, so there's a lot of stuff you can do against the End, but one thing you can do is you can go to your map, you can go up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Yep. And we can see where he is. So up, up, down, down, left, right, square, triangle. That variation of the Konami code. Just marks him on your map. Is it cheating? Probably. Probably. But, you know what? That's fine. It's like a function of the game. You still have to make your way to him, is the thing. Even though you know where he is, like, there's a lot of ways to figure out where he is. For example, you can see, like, a big lens flare. That's coming from the sun. But another lens flare can come from his scope. You can also use the directional mic. There's a lot of ways to find him, but I like using the old Konami code. Real talk, where's the power scaling discussion on how this fight would go if the end went cheeks out here? Yeah? If he just came out with a thong and some stockings so he could absorb maximum sunlight. Well, I mean, here's the thing. He's bald, okay? And if you've seen the t-shirts, hey, how come I've never seen that? How come I've never seen the end in a t-shirt that says it's not a bald spot, it's a solar panel for a sex machine? But I think that's the logic, is that, well, you know, he's just absorbing so much sunlight through his head. Another weapons storehouse. If you don't have it by this point, you can get the SVD here. I don't think... In general, I just don't think. But I don't think destroying it really accomplishes anything. Oh. Okay, well, he sees us. Yep. He's shooting at us, so he's going to be on the move. Mushroom up there. Yep. We got to get that out, because if not, we're going to get very sleepy and very hungry. And one of the things you actually want here is the cardboard box, because there's a lot of slopes, and as I demonstrated before, the cardboard box makes it so you always travel at your fastest speed up slopes. Up, up, down, down, left, right, square, triangle. Up, up, down, down, left, right, square, triangle. Okay, so it only works on the area you're in. But he might not be in the area you're in. I haven't felt this young since I was in my 90s. Yeah, as he's got his little booty shorts on. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. He might still be in this direction. Let's get our Thermg, because they can help us find him. It's funny because, again, this is one of those fights where, yeah, you can do it as a sniper duel if you're an idiot. I prefer to use my wits and cheat codes. Is that the path to that? That is. I don't want to go there. I might want to go here, though. Someone will make that mod for the remake. I hope so. One of the first remakes I saw, or one of the first mods I saw for the RE4 remake was Mr. X in a Speedo. Is that him? Is that him, or is that a plant? Oh, that's him. Okay, he can definitely see me, though. So I need better camouflage. Need to be pretty much invisible to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. He's facing away from us, though, so that's good. But we got to keep an eye on him. Because we want to hold him up. And if we succeed in holding him up...
Freeze.
Yep.
Where did you...
But you don't just want to hold him up once. You got to do this.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Here,
Take it and go. We got his uniform.
Fight.
We got the moss camo, which is going to help us in this fight. Also, we have Sig Spray. No, Grandpa! Grandpa, come back! Grandpa! Alright, let's get that camouflage on. So you don't get his camo from stamina defeating him. You get his camo from holding him up 3 to 5 times, which you can just look away and look back. Gives the wearer photosynthetic capabilities, extremely effective in this area, basically. It works really well in wooded areas. You get stamina back by being in direct sunlight. You get almost perfect camouflage cover, and now I need to switch to my Thermga so I can follow his footprints, and I can see that that looks like him. Yep, that's him. I can see that he's right there. And you can see, look, our camouflage is at 100%. We're actually completely invisible, which rules. And we are going to defeat him with the Sig Spray. Oh no!
You call yourself a son of the...
Son of a what? Son of a who? Son of a huh? You want to say that again, old man, huh? Call me a son of what? Let's get that out of us, though. Hey, let's eat one of those calorie mates.
Delicious.
Delicious. All right. Thermga. Still got to be a little careful. His footprints will vanish pretty quickly. All right, but we're at 100%, and it's also started to rain, which will wash away his footprints, wash away the anger. That might be him up there. It might just also have been a texture. Yeah, there goes footprints. But I'm pretty sure he was headed in this general direction. I might know where he is. Well, he knows where I am. There he is. Hello. Ow. Wait. Wait. Come back. Grandpa. Grandpa. Come here. No, look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's a speedy little guy. This is so fucking stupid. He's going. He's Newman. Uh-oh, wait. Which way did he go? Okay, this way. Ah! Come on. No, get back here. Grandpa. Grandpa, come back. Okay, we gotta take this out of us or else we're gonna... Oh, man. Eat another calorie, mate.
That's damn good.
So if you wait for him to die of old age, by saving your game and waiting a week before playing again, that actually doesn't count as a... It counts as you not defeating him, but you don't get the other item he drops. Oh, look, they mentioned the weather gets pretty crazy here. So yeah, we had a rain cycle, now we have a fog cycle. It's really neat. Again, stuff that people would tell you that wouldn't be invented until later on in the series. Okay, we can see his footprints pretty obviously, and he's just right there. Stop moving. If you see his little exclamation point, you gotta stop moving. Turn around. Turn around, old man. Turn around, old man. There we go. Don't get greedy. Stay cautious. Look, even when crawling, I'm still to 100. That's kind of nuts.
The show must go on.
Oh, sweet. He invented Freddie Mercury. Hey. Hey, there we go. We got him. And that's how you can fight the end like an absolute goddamn lunatic. It worked.
Spirits.
But yes, I mentioned it. If you save the game during his fight,
The boss
and then
would
wait a
be
week,
proud of you.
and then load your game, he will die of old
Time has
age.
come for a younger generation to rise.
It doesn't count as you killing him, I believe. I don't think it counts as a kill, but you won't get the second item he drops. And I foreshadowed this when I played Metal Gear Solid 2, and I said, okay, I will not play the game for a week and see if anything changes. Yeah, that was a little reference to the end. It's kind of sad, though, is like his, I don't know. Just the fact his leaves go all like autumn. Oh yeah, and then he loses his dentures. And the end's pretty cool though. I do genuinely like him. Sniper dueling him like a regular human, it is actually pretty fun. But I really like the smoke box technique, as some people call it. There's a million different ways to fight him. And like I said before, if we use the SVD to dispatch of him when we saw him getting wheeled away. And look, here's his Devil May Cry wall clearing up. You thought that was just for the pain? You were wrong. Yes, you could kill him early. It does count as a kill, but you won't be able to get the camo, nor will you be able to get this, which rules. We now have a tranquilized sniper rifle. That's going to come in handy. It's really good. Unfortunately, it switches you to first person just when you have it equipped. How do I adjust scope with triangle? Okay. Yeah, it's a really good weapon, though. Unfortunately, it's not tranquilized. But it's still really, really good. I noticed in the remake there's some footage of Snake running around with an RPG on his back, which functions similarly in this game. You'll see it when we get it, but you go into first person. I'm wondering if with those weapons, they're going to be on your back, and then when you aim, you'll be able to aim them. Because, I mean, you know, anything else I can run around with, I can, you know. But this is a little cumbersome. It's definitely the best sniping the series has had so far. Because, man, 1 and 2's was not great. We barely took a look at this area, which is a shame because it is one of the most... Again, you want to talk about, like... Well, there's the Keraton. You want to talk about, like... I mean, listen. I know it's kind of old hat to say that this is one of the most beautiful PlayStation 2 games ever made. But just look at this, man. This looks really good. This was mind-blowing back in the day. And the thing is, people say that this is one of the best-looking PS2 games of all time, and an example of art style and just really carefully designed assets going well beyond their hardware limits. Yeah, there's a reason people point to this game. It's gorgeous, and it's so funny looking at this and remembering what MGS2 looked, those tiny little hallways and the garish, gaudy color scheme, like, because this game is an absolute looker. Oh my god. Also, just thinking of it now, you know, the prior area, I had the Pains Hornets that I was tormenting people with, and now I have both the moss camo and the rifle that the end had. I'm kind of surprised there's not like a, I don't know, like secret meta-narrative, like underlying thing about how, you know how there's like the Castlevania games where you start to get all your Dracula abilities and then, oh no, you become the next Dracula? Kind of interesting this game has that as like an option. Like I can kind of become all of the Cobra members. But the game really doesn't have much to say about that. It's just a fun little bonus. And maybe that's for the better. Maybe it's better that it doesn't have anything to say and it's just a fun little bonus. Cut to a montage of 2 sniping and firing at the Twin Snakes rat here, yeah. I mean, I haven't actually used the sniper rifle yet, so don't speak too soon, but I mean, the, hey, there's a goat here. Ow! Mean. But the sniping definitely feels a lot better. I've never had an issue with it in this game. I will be using that gun in the near future, though, so don't you worry. Snake Eater and Silent Hill 3 visuals just made with witchcraft. Yeah, Konami was on something at that time, man. They really, I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing it. Hey, look, more bats. Oh, was I perhaps rated at, the most opportune time? Well, we got the Tsuchinoko. We're not going to eat that. We're going to eat the Indian Gavial.
Hey, this works.
Because if you know what's next, you know what's next. What can you even say to that, man? I mean, that's just classic. Oh, it is the best. I don't think there's any secret items here. It's just one of those moments where the first time you experience it, you're like, oh man, video games. They're pretty cool.